Yes, Your Honor. The state would call Sheriff Tony Liggett, please.
Witness sworn.
Would you state your name, please?
Tony Liggett.
And, Sheriff Liggett, how are you employed?
I'm a sheriff of Carroll County.
And you've been the sheriff of Carroll County since January 1st of 2023. Is that correct?
Correct.
And before that, how were you employed?
I was at the sheriff's department as well as a deputy detective.
And, in fact, you're in the unique position that you were one of the lead investigators on this case. Is that correct?
Correct.
And when I say this case, I mean the case against Richard Allen.
Correct.
And how long have you been in law enforcement?
I started in 2001.
And did you have an opportunity to look at or review at least prior to?
That's Sheriff Leesenby?
Sheriff Leesenby. I'm sorry, yes, you're correct. Sheriff Leesenby.
Yeah. At some point I reviewed it, yes.
Okay. So you were able to review that document and see the reason for the safekeeping?
Yes.
And as your time as a detective and deputy, had you seen safekeeping motions like that before?
I had not, no.
Okay. As your time as sheriff, have you seen any safekeeping motions like that?
Aside from that one, I have not.
Okay.
I know they happen, but I had not seen one.
Sure. Are you in agreement with that motion that at the time Sheriff Leesenby filed?
Yes.
And do you have concerns that if Richard Allen is housed in our jail that there would be some safety concerns?
Yes.
And have you had any direct threats?
No.
Have you had any emails or any kind of information conveyed to you over?
No.
Okay. But you still have safety concerns?
Yes.
Can you tell me why you have safety concerns?
Our jail is extremely small. Even at full staff, there's probably more CERT guys that brought him here today than we, if we were at full staff in our jail. I believe we have 5 full-time, a jail commander, and we're short-staffed. Our jail commander has to fill a shift. There's only one person on duty at any given time in the jail.
And is part of your safety concerns about his safety from other inmates?
Yes.
And is the reason for that is because this case involves children?
Yes.
And you've been at least privy that the information from the filings and some of the information from the case is going to be released to the public. You understand that?
Yes.
And throughout the case, we've had various leaks within the community about information that's gotten out about the investigation. Is that correct?
Correct.
As more information gets out, does that heighten your concern for his safety?
Absolutely.
And we've heard information today that there's been confessions. Does that?
Absolutely.
And the fact that he's confessed 5 or 6 times that he killed the 2 girls, does that heighten your concern for his safety?
Judge, I'm gonna object at this point to leading. It's his witness.
The rules of evidence don't apply in pretrial hearings. I'll overrule the objection.
Thank you.
And so my point is, as more information comes out about everything, does that give you more cause to be concerned about his safety in our jail?
It does.
And does that give you more cause to be concerned about retaliation from other inmates?
Absolutely.
What about when he's being transported from the jail to the hearings? Do you have concerns about his safety then?
Yeah. Again, we don't have a transport officer right now because he has to fill into a shift, and when we do have one, we have one guy. During the day, at full staff on the road, we have 2 road guys on duty at any given time. Even just normal transports to and from court are a pretty big strain and safety concern for us.
And you've kind of stated this, but typically when you transport someone from your jail or from another facility, it's a one-on-one situation, meaning you only send one officer to pick up that inmate.
Correct.
And at times, I think including you, everybody within your department has had to transport an inmate.
Yes. I just got back from Kentucky, picking one up there.
And so my point is your staffing situation's so short that even you have to transport at times?
Correct.
And so what concerns do you have if he's housed? Let's just start with us. If he's housed in our jail locally, what concerns do you have about transportation?
The biggest one is manpower and safety. We're going to have to see if we can find other agencies to help us do those things.
Now, you know that part of the defense's request is that he be moved from Westville to the Cass County Jail?
Correct.
And you had an opportunity to talk to the sheriff in Cass County?
Correct.
And if he's moved to the Cass County jail, whose responsibility is it for transportation?
Carroll County's responsibility.
Do you have concerns of that happening?
I do.
Tell me why.
Again, finding the people to do it, it'll take more than one person to do it. As people can see today that it's going to take more than one person to make that.
I mean, even today, for security, you had, I think, your entire department, plus the assistance of Indiana State Police. Is that correct?
Correct, DNR, yeah.
Okay. Have you contacted the Department of Correction or any other agencies to see if they would assist in transportation if he is moved to the Cass County Jail?
Briefly spoke, and it did not sound like they were interested.
Okay. So do you have let me get right to the point. Do you have a plan? If the judge orders him moved to Cass County today, do you have a plan of action at this moment of how you're going to transport him to the next hearing?
At this moment, no.
Okay. I don't have other questions, Judge.
Mr. Rozzi.
Thank you, Judge. So you're suggesting that you've talked to some other agencies about, or the DOC about transporting him, and that they're not really interested in doing that, right?
Correct.
But did they tell you they wouldn't do that?
I don't know that those words came out of their mouth. I don't think so.
Did they ever suggest that if the judge ordered them to do that they wouldn't do it?
No, I don't think that wasn't discussed.
Okay. This case involves various law enforcement agencies, doesn't it?
Yes.
And frankly, one of those was the FBI, right?
Correct.
Indiana State Police?
Correct.
Local Sheriff's Department?
Correct.
City police involved in some ways in this, even?
Correct.
On the fringes?
Yep.
The state police have invested, frankly, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars in resources into this case, haven't they?
Yes.
And they've been very public about that, hasn't the agency?
I don't know how public they've been about it, but...
Well, holding press conferences and asking for public assistance and all these things, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it stands to reason that you could call the superintendent of the state police and ask him if he would be willing to help with the transport of Mr. Allen.
That could be a call, absolutely.
And it would seem kind of odd if he said, "We can't do that," right? After investing all these resources into this case.
The transport and housing of prisoners is not a state police thing. It's upon the Carroll County Sheriff's Office to house, transport, things like that, so it's not in their normal realm. I don't know if they've done that in the past, but it would certainly be a phone call I would look into.
They assist your department with lots of other matters, don't they?
With the case.
Drug interdiction from time to time?
Every once in a while.
Bomb threats, right?
No.
You ever had a bomb T-Hreep where they rolled out their bomb team and brought dogs in emergency?
Not to my knowledge.
Vehicles and all that stuff?
Not to my knowledge.
You know that they do that, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
So it wouldn't be unreasonable to try and deorganize a 10 or 15-minute transport of Mr. Allen from one jail facility to another through them, would it?
If that's what we need to do, that would certainly be attempted to do, yes.
Let's talk about his safety. You acknowledge that you've looked at this.
Yeah, it's been a while, but yes.
And you would acknowledge that in this petition there's really nothing in here that references any immediate threat to Mr. Allen's safety back in November, when it was prepared?
I would probably have to read it again. I don't recall if there was any.
Okay.
Immediate.
Let me ask you this. Were you aware of any internet, email, phone calls, anything of that nature where somebody called your department and said they're gonna hurt this man?
I don't specifically recall any of those.
Okay. And it would stand to reason that if that happened, you probably would know, right?
I would think so.
Okay. Are you aware of any threats on Mr. Allen's life that have occurred since the safekeeping order was executed by Judge Diener?
Directly to us, no.
Okay. What about threats on your staff's life?
No.
So when Mr. McClelland was asking you about your concerns about his safety, did you ever visit Westville?
I have, yes.
Okay. When did you visit Westville?
Within this year, I believe.
Okay. Did you go up and see Mr. Allen?
Yes.
Okay. Did you actually talk to him when you were there?
No.
All right. Why'd you go up there?
Why'd I go up there?
Yeah. What was the purpose for your visit?
I think we went up there to just re-interview him.
Okay. So you interviewed Mr. Allen at the Westville Correctional Facility?
No, I don't think it ended up happening.
Okay. Have you ever gone up there and inspected the cell block where he's being held?
No.
Have you ever gone up there and inspected any aspect of the facility, the maximum detention facility where he's being held?
No.
So you really don't know what conditions he's dealing with on a daily basis because you haven't been there?
Correct.
So there's two parts to this kind of dynamic. One is his detention circumstances on a daily basis, right? Where he's housed, what circumstances he's dealing with me, who's supervising, those kinds of things, right?
Correct.
And the second part is just the idea of transporting him. Frankly, once every few months, various miles from one facility to the other, right?
Okay, correct.
Would you agree with me? The most important aspect and the biggest responsibility that you have as a sheriff is making sure that his detention situation is an appropriate one for a pretrial detainee?
Sure. He needs to be in proper housing, sure.
Right. The transportation is just kind of a byproduct of having to get him from one place to another, right?
Sure.
It's a very small segment of what we're dealing with.
But there's
In terms of the detention circumstances?
a lot of safety involved with that, too. But yeah.
Okay. Mr. McClelland asked you said you were the lead investigator in this case?
There were several of us, yes.
But you were the lead investigator?
Eventually, I was the lead investigator for Carroll County, yes.
And so that means that you would have approved of his arrest?
That I would have approved of his arrest.
Yeah, that you were supportive of getting an arrest warrant to take him to jail for murder?
Yeah, it was a team effort, but yes.
So you have a vested interest in seeing him convicted, don't you?
Yes.
All right. Do you think that you're really the best one to be in charge of?
That was what I was elected to do, so yes.
Okay. To do both of those things?
Yes.
All right. If there was another jail or custodial circumstance here that made a little bit more sense, would you be opposed to that?
As long as, if you're getting at if he's at Cass County and I have to transport, as long as I can arrange to get that transport done safely, I'm not opposed.
At some point, did you receive a call from Mr. McClelland about the circumstances that I had made arrangements for in Cass County?
I don't know if I received the call, but I got the information, yes.
And ultimately, you were the one that kind of pulled the plug on that circumstance, weren't you?
No, I don't understand how.
Well, you're the one who said you wouldn't agree to move him, right?
At that time, correct.
He was okay with it, wasn't he?
I don't know what his position was.
Did you ever ask him?
I don't know that we had that discussion.
Okay. I don't have any further questions.
Mr. McClelland.
I don't have any follow-up questions, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sheriff. You may step down.